Hello. So we meet in very interesting times, do we not? And we are here at this time to bring you many, many, many changes, many updates, much guidance, we hope. We hope much guidance. We want you all for one moment now, those that are present and those that are not present, please take a deep breath. Feel yourselves relax. We want you to take a deep breath from your heart, from your nose, from your third eye, simultaneously, and release. One more time, breathe in from the heart, the nose, the third eye, the crown, and release. One last deep breath, only and only from the solar plexus. Deep, feel your connection. Breathe in to the count of 4. And release. You are now fully present, we feel, to begin a time that will be altering for many of you. We want you to embrace this time from the depths of your being. We want you to fully and completely know who you truly are, because you have entered that passageway, that threshold. The doorway is opened. You are all who are hearing these messages vibrating at a frequency that you have only recently achieved, brought yourselves to. This session that we are conducting with you right now is reaching far and wide. There are souls walking your planet unaware of who they really are that will be touched by the frequency of what we are emanating in this moment. So if you are listening to this while you are lying down to sleep, or you are in a quiet place, or you are in your car, know that whether you are fully consciously aware, it is reaching into every fiber of your being that is now been awakened through the efforts that you have made to awaken yourselves to the truth of who you really are. Lots of words in there, right? Lots of words. We are shifting from wanting to give you lots of words to frequency of the energy of the words. What do we mean by that? We mean that you are divine beings, and you know that. The thread running through you that unites all of you is what you call the divine. You have many names for it, but it is the divine thread of truth. The truth of your eternal nature. Very shortly, well, you're already experiencing it, you are seeing it in your world, but very shortly you will have events increasing in their capacity to frighten, in their capacity to shake things up, in their capacity to make some of you laugh. It depends on where you are in your perspective on your journey in this world. And we're talking in this world. When we say in this world, in this moment, in this session, we mean in what you call your third dimensional world. We are speaking to you from the world of what you would oftentimes refer to as the astral. It's really not the astral. It's a little bit above the astral. It is a divine vibration that has been created. We needed to discuss this with you. It has been created by all of you on earth who are on this journey of ascension. You have created a frequency that is new for you as light workers and light beings. It is new for us as your guides, your divine light beings that are guiding you through this. It's a new frequency. With anything that is new, there are moments of uncertainty. How do you work with this new frequency, this new energy? And we want you to be aware of this so that you can work with it to its maximum capacity. Each of you will be experiencing it in your own unique way. We've talked about this. We've prepared you for this. We want you to be ready for this. Some of you will find that it's intolerable. We want to talk about those individuals first. You will find that it's an intolerable frequency to manage. You'll feel like you want to shake it off. Not shake it off. You'll feel like you want to rip it from your bodies because you will be feeling it in your bodies. Each one of you will be feeling it in your physical form. It must be felt by the physical. It'll be felt by the emotional bodies as well. Those are your primary areas of concentration, if you will. They will blend together in ways that are unique to you. So what are we trying to do here with you today is to prepare you for the coming. You're still using time as a gauge for passage of things. So in the coming weeks, you will see an acceleration of, as we said, events. You will see an acceleration of anxiety in those individuals who do not have a confident understanding of their true nature. And you want to be prepared to interact with these individuals. Please do not run away. Please do not turn your back. You are at the turning point. You've created this energy or this frequency as a means of guidance for those who have yet to embrace their true nature, number one. You have done it for yourselves as a place of strength, a place that you can go to in order to gain your own reserve. Think of it as battery, recharging your batteries there. You will want to take care of yourselves first and foremost during this time. You will connect best with this frequency through the heart chakra, through the heart center, if you will. We don't want to limit it to saying chakra because many of you, again, your words create a picture. We want you to get away from expectation and pictures. So the heart center, that area of your physical form that responds and interacts with the world through the heart. Those of you who have an understanding are already feeling this, and there are many of you who are already feeling this, will know what we are talking about right now. But those who do not know what you are experiencing at this time, you will be, we can't say because each of you is unique in your own way, how you will respond to this frequency and how you will use it. Of course, it is meant to be used for good. We don't doubt that. None of you would do anything contrary. But you want to remember this. What seems good isn't always good, right? Many of you are still treading lightly, if you will, when you are speaking with others or interacting. Let's say interacting with others. You are treading lightly. You are still holding back on speaking your truth to its real core. And that's okay. Each of you has the free will to do as you please, but you are going to how do we say this? By doing that, you are cheapening the experience for yourselves and for others. Now's the time to pull out all punches, speak your truth with that strength that you all know, and stand in front of the adversity and the good stuff too. But stand in front of it all with that strength that all of you know that you have. No more playing games, no more tiptoeing, no more standing on the sidelines. That's probably the best thing. No more standing on the sidelines. Oh, you're welcome to stand on the sidelines. But by standing on the sidelines, you will no longer have that opportunity to jump on board. So this isn't meant to frighten you. We felt we needed to also mention that. None of this is meant to frighten. This is meant to shake. Shake it out, bring it out. No more games, no more tiptoeing. We hope we understand this. In the coming weeks, you will see the opportunities to speak your truth will be many, far and wide. Know what your truth is. In this moment, in this session, I should say, we had you take deep breaths. This should be your daily practice of taking in the breath from the heart. We've said this, from the solar plexus, from each one of your areas in your body that are your energy centers. Taking in the deep breath, circulating it throughout your energy system. This should be done every day, continually throughout the day to stay grounded. There are many tricksters out there that you can easily be deceived by. Not this group so much, but others. And this is part of what you will be sharing with others. When you see the falseness, when you see the games, point this out. Just note it for others. You're at the tipping point. This is all we can say. We can't tell you what's going to happen. But we believe you can hear in the urgency, in a sense, in our words, that it is a time of standing up. There's not any more waiting. We keep repeating that because the shift has happened. The moving it into its proper position. What is the it? Moving all the puzzle pieces of you, of everyone on this planet, and the planet itself. Moving all these puzzle pieces into its next proper position is happening with or without you. There will be losses here. There will be many gains. You will begin to see the truth of your reality as you've never seen it before, is ultimately what we're saying. You thought you were seeing through the veil. You are really going to be seeing through the veil. It's not what you could possibly have anticipated. And again, we're setting you up. We don't want to do that with anticipation, and you have your perceptions on things and your expectation. Please go in as much of a clean slate, starting from this moment forward, go in as much of a clean slate as possible. Because by doing that, you will be able to maneuver the flow of what is occurring for you and everyone on your planet. What we are allowing to happen, you will do with the greatest amount of ease. Yeah, you'll be slipping and falling. That's part of it. Remember, you are learning to work with the adversities as well. When we said earlier that the benefit to people isn't always in being nice. We mean that. You want to speak your truth, and you want to be aware of where it's coming from within you. And sometimes these are hard things to say to others or to act, but it must be done if you want to you're at that final push. Maybe we've been beating a dead horse here in today's session, but we felt it was so important because we see how there has been quite an activation. This beautiful, beautiful frequency and vibration that you have all created. You've created it, that we talked about, that you're using it. We want you to find it. You've created it through your efforts from the heart. We didn't know if it was going to happen. We didn't know how far you would be able to bring that in. It's a band, a width of light and frequency and color and all of that of about 2 feet in your human measurements. Some of you will be able to wrap it around yourselves as like a shield, in a sense. Go ahead, do that. It's not a shield so much as a comfort. Think of it as a comforting blanket. You'll be able to pull it. Find where you have access to it from your heart. You will access it through the heart. That's why we want you to be aware of your breath through the heart and through the solar plexus. Many of you will be doing it through the solar plexus, bringing it up through there. Again, the mouth, of course, but the true breath. Grabbing onto that band of frequency. Prior to using it, we would like for you to understand it. That's why we want you to each day awaken with what we started with you today, with your higher chakras, activating them in that way through your breath, and attaching yourself to this energy, this band of light or whatever, and deciding how you're going to use it for yourselves and for others. Now, some of you may be tempted to use this solely for your own benefit because you will see how the power of its healing, and you will, and that's fine. Don't get lost in it. It's a very playful energy for some of you. Some of you will find it to be mischievous. But again, we are setting you up for how we have experienced it through you. We will conclude with this by telling you that this energy was created by us, you and us. You began bringing it forth, creating this energy, this beautiful, beautiful way in which to interact with others on your planet. You saw this as an opportunity to help awaken others in ways that you felt lost. You felt there were so many that were it wasn't moving fast enough. How can we do this in a gentle and a loving way, yet also shock people enough that they realize it's time, it's not a joke, and this is what you created. We want to say as a side note that many of you are dealing with both emotional and physical ailments, limitations, all of that. It is temporary, unless you want to make it permanent, but it is temporary. It doesn't have to be something that debilitates. But don't get caught up in what you call the minutia. Don't get caught up in the small stuff here. When it comes to the physical, the emotional imbalances or disharmony that you may be experiencing, use this energy, this bandwidth, but also look at it from above and see how this is all working and interacting together to benefit you and everyone on the planet. There's so much more we could talk about, but we need to let you interact with this for a time. Work with it, play jump rope with it. Haha, someone said here. We hope we brought in a little bit of laughter for you. We're not very funny sometimes, but anyway, to bring some of that in, understand it so that you fully, the next time we interact, that we are able to give you further information as to how you are evolving this energy and how it's working more with you, how you are using it to help yourselves and others. We hope this has been good for you. We feel it's time we step back now, but we will be back with you very soon. We love you very, very much. We are so happy at this time that so much is moving and you've decided to do the things that you've all decided to do. You are so brave. So many of you have taken on some very, very difficult roles, and you've stepped right into them with strength and courage. Keep doing it, because the outcomes that you all want are occurring. You won't recognize your world in a short period of time, but in a good way. In a good way. We love you very much. We are Sornia. Goodbye.